Gooby. Hilarious, that's never not funny. Hello. I really need an intro, dude. That's not gonna work. Hello. You. Hello, friends. We're not friends. No. Maybe that'll just be my intro. Every time I come in, I go, Gooby. Well, if you're wondering what that is, which I'm sure you were, I burnt my forehead. On accident with the curling iron. Hey guys! What's up, squad fam? Oh, we can do that, where you can see my entire messy room and my desk. No. Hi! I'm bad at intros, so I'm not going to... I'm bad at intros, so I'm just not going to do one. Today, we will be playing Roblox on my phone because I don't have a fancy setup, and you're just gonna have to deal with that. Now, I do have a problem that I'm afraid to admit. It's that, you know in 2020 when we were all, dying, and I was in middle school, so I wouldn't pay attention in class, obviously, because that's for losers. I would watch Adopt Me speed builds on YouTube, where they put aesthetic music. The lisp goes crazy, okay. Aesthetic music to people building aesthetic homes in Adopt Me, and I know I'm too old for probably Roblox altogether, but my favorite game on Roblox is Adopt Me, because I just like to build. Sorry. I'm not really. I need a clock, because I have a meeting in like half an hour. What time is it? 11:32, it starts at... Oh, in an hour! It starts at 12:30, never mind. Kick back. Okay, so this is my snow cat. Who wants to see my pets? I'm gonna show you my pets. Pretty fucking cool, I know. I've had cooler ones. Okay, this is my baby. Listen, I'm not saying that I have a favorite child, but if I did. This is my snow cat. Perfect time to say no cat like a snow cat, by the way. He's a neon. Isn't that cool? He's a neon, he can fly, and he can ride. Well, I can ride. Nope. And his name is Dr. Sturgis. So I recently just sold, I have a celebrity mansion, and I have a millionaire mansion, but that's for another time. I recently had a racetrack house that I've had actually for about a year, 2 years. I'm bad at time. Time after time, yeah. But I sold it so I could, I sold my, how much even is that? I sold my $2,200 mansion. It was huge. You could build whatever you wanted in there. For a tiny home for $225. But I did it mostly because I'm poor, and now I have about 1.2K. I don't say that. I'm just gonna say $1,000. I'm bad at math. Okay, so this is what we have. Careful, don't get jealous. All I have is these counters that I put, the cabinets, the fridge, and the oven. And I put that window right there. Don't know why, it doesn't look good there, but we'll fix that. So my plan is, it's like a studio apartment. This is my apartment. This is mine. Excuse me. And here, obviously, where it's going to be the bathroom. But in here, I want it to be a walk-in closet. And then out here is gonna be the living area / bedroom / kitchen / disco party place. So, first thing, if you haven't noticed, the pets are getting really needy on Adopt Me these days. Watch this. And they have more things that they want. It's insane. So you're thirsty. Go ahead, take a drink for me. Uh-oh. Please tell me it's not a camping day, because I can't. Huh? Because if you know, it's so hard. Oh, it's so hard to get to the camping ground, because it's far away from, like, everything. Okay, it's not. I'm just going on a tangent. realized I'm not wearing any lipstick. In case you're wondering what this lip gloss is, I am too. There's no label. I rubbed it off. I think I got it on Amazon like 2 years ago. So you're welcome. My first rule of building is never throw anything away, because you don't want to spend extra money on things that you could have already had for free, or at least included in the $225. I should be a realtor. You're thirsty? Well, take a fucking bath first, because you smell like shit. Now we're gonna get to building. First of all, I hate these walls. So what we do, we go to rugs, because it rhymes with grug. I'm so glad to have a friend like you, someone. Y'all remember the fucking Fresh Beat Band, or is that just me? Because there's no way that I'm the only one that watched that. Fucking bangers. So usually I'd like to put like a pink or a green or a blue or something, but in this case, we are in a studio apartment, which we can't afford that. We have to keep the walls how they are. Not exactly how they are, because they're gross, but how we wish they were. How we wish they were, when they were. You know, it's not the same. Harry Styles, the man that you are, it's fucking crazy. So, for once in my life, let me get what I want. See, these are the tricky parts, trying to get it in here, because you're probably gonna have to make a lot of smaller rugs, which in turn means you're spending more money. Vocal fry is crazy. Right now. The vocal fry, the stutter, and the lisp all in one. You're not gonna be able to see my face a lot during this video, which, I know, I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to fucking live with it. I don't know what to tell you. I wonder if anyone I know watches these, because I have such a wide fan base of like millions of followers and subscribers, but I think I'd die if I got like a message, like an anonymous message from, say, I'll bleep that out later, I probably can't say that. Getting too local, but that was one of the, I can say it, bitches. She was a bitch. She bullied me in elementary school, and I was friends with her cousin. So you know who you are, bitch. Like, she's watching. She's a huge fan, and when I say that, she realizes it's me. She goes, oh! And like that that episode of Drake and Josh where they are talking, what did I just say? Where they're talking about going to a Padres game, and both Drake and Josh, or no, Josh says, I will not be going. I never want to go to that again. And he explains how he got into a fight with some kid in the line over a foam finger. Drake's mom says, well, hey man, didn't that happen to you? And he goes, yeah, and they kind of put two and two together, realize it was each other. And they actually go, it was you? It was you? So if you ever need Drake and Josh updates, I'm here. Who are y'all's celebrity crushes? Because mine are never good. Mine are never well suited. I made a presentation actually on my celebrity crushes. Maybe I'll do that in another video. So I won't talk about it right now. Sorry. Have you seen that? No. Why do I keep... Okay, whatever. The Curious George episode. He's in this, I think, Vietnamese restaurant or store, and he's talking to this girl that works there, like her parents own it. And he wants to try, like, Vietnamese food, right? You know chimpanzees. Not monkeys! He's not a fucking monkey. It's not the same thing. Because he doesn't have a tail. And he never had a tail. She's, like, helping him. She's like, okay, how about this? What about this? He's like, And she's, like, giving him suggestions, and she holds two things out. She goes, and then we have Vi and Key. Curious George, the racist fucking chimp that he is. He goes, ah! And ah! Oh, that's never not hilarious. Vi and Key. Ah! And ah! Like, he's fucking mocking her. Dude, you're a monkey. Oh, I just said, okay. I don't know what to believe anymore, and you shouldn't either. You should not listen to me, ever. Unless I say, like, give me $20, then you should listen to me, because then I know what I'm talking about. What? Okay, my desk is a mess, right? My desk is a mess right now, as I'm sure you saw when I accidentally revealed. You know, when I showed you, I'm sure you saw when I showed you. But there's shit all over it, and I just deep cleaned my room a few weeks, like a month ago, I don't know. I'm not good at time! It's getting a little messy again. That better not happen, because I'll be depressed again. And I can't afford to go back to the, what's it called? The Adolescent Partial Hospital Program. I could talk about that. That could be another video on its own, but I'm going to talk about it now. They said on my last day, with all my love, I hope we never see you again. I was like, oh, okay. Okay, well that looks a little funky, but what doesn't, am I right? Oh wait, I can fix it. I can fix it. My parents are the two halves of the waffle maker. That makes you the waffle. Could talk about that for hours on end. I'm gonna save all the topics I'm talking about in here and save them for their own videos. Anyway, back to the mental hospital. No. I mean, it was, though. It was 2 weeks. It was school. It was like school, but it wasn't school. It was like daycare for mentally ill teenagers. There were some characters in there. I'm gonna lower my seat, hold on. There was a girl and a boy. Did I make it any more obvious? When you go in, I don't know if this is the same to all of them or just mine, but if you know, you know. If you don't, then I'm telling you. You go in, your mom...
Your mama so...
Not your mom, my mom checks you in, me in, and then you go in, there's this first little room where they give you the... You know, like they're the fucking TSA. Like the metal detector. Metal detector? That's what they called me in high school. And then you sit on a little chair. It's a normal chair, normal size chair. Don't know why I said little. They take your blood pressure, the thing with your finger, and they take your temperature. And then you empty out your shoes. I'm not kidding. You take off your shoes and you flip them upside down to make sure you don't have like a switchblade or like Coke in there, which I never did. At least I never got caught. And when you go in, you do a check-in. They ask, how you doing? Well, I'm here. How the fuck do you think I'm doing? I will say, though, it was a very nice atmosphere. The workers were very nice. I liked them. And most of the, I don't want to say kids, but most of the patients, I should say, were very nice. And I wouldn't, that would be pretty fucked up of me anyway, to, like, judge them and be like, this girl didn't like me. Like, no, of course she didn't like you. If she didn't, it's because she's fucking depressed. There was this one girl. I'm not gonna say her name. Blurp that out. That's a new word. Blurp that out. I'm gonna say that from now on. Wow, what the blurp? She was just very much a chatterbox. She'd just go on and on and on and on and on. And then, oh, there's no time for Vienna to speak. Isn't that weird? That's weird. Coincidental? Did she have it out for me? No, I don't think she did, because she was really nice, too. And then the boy. Let's hear it for the boy! If you know me, I am basically Tina Belcher when it comes to men. I'm Tina Belcher and Kat Strafford at the same time, in the way that they repulse me, and the way that they can't fucking keep me away. The boy. I'm gonna make up a fake name, and we're gonna call him Nick. We're gonna call him Nick. So Nick, when I walked in the first day, he sat next to me, to my left. He was taller than me. I think he was at least 6 foot, because I'm 5'8", and 6 foot, like that. I'm 5'8", pretty tall, and so he was definitely, like, I had to look up. I remember we would walk in a line sometimes, and I'd be like, I came in the first day, he's wearing a Rolling Stones t-shirt, and then they make me introduce myself a little bit. What are you in for? And I pull out a shiv. They're just like, tell us about yourself. And I'm like, hi. I'm depressed. I was like, I like writing and music and like movies and stuff like that and reading, just anything like that. And they're like, oh, you're sitting next to the right person, because I forgot the code name. Because Nick is basically all of that. And I said, oh, that's nice. And Nick, as we went on in the little experience, turning into a millennial. He was really nice. He was really funny. He was nice and funny. And he was basically me, but a boy. And I always thought I was pretty smart and well-spoken. Okay, look at all the times I've stuttered in this video and made a bad sound. Huh? I've always thought I was pretty smart and well-spoken, but then this motherfucker came in. And there was one time when he was, like, articulating all his... We had, like, a cool-down time, kind of, at the end, like a break, where they would just, like, put on a movie, or you could, like, write or draw or whatever. So I'm sitting next to him. I'm writing in my little journal, because they give us a journal. I actually have it right here. This could also be another video. And he's next to me talking to the therapist about, like, everything he's feeling. And everything he felt was everything I felt. He was... I won't say too much of it, because that's his business, but, like... was so cool. And I was like, yeah, like an idiot. We were talking about Chapel Roan, that freaky stuff, that nasty. And I was like, okay, that's my husband. Hot damn. He was super nice to me. He laughed at my jokes. He was tall, and he liked George Harrison, and he wasn't appalled by Chapel Roan. So he was right up my alley. That's my type, and I loved it. And he was funny. Like, I hung on to that for a really long time. The Goofy Goobers. It's hard. He was a man. He was a man, and he was better than me. That's my slide whistle. We were like friends, I think. I told him on his last day, if it was under different circumstances, I think we would be really good friends. I'd just be watching Spider-Man. He was the love of my life, I think. We weren't allowed to talk to each other outside of the program. I thought, I don't know, we'd like go smoke crack cocaine together or whatever. Never saw him again, don't even know his last name. The one that got away. Considered asking him out. I was like actually comfortable with him. He's a man! I was 15! Told my mom about you, bro. He was lovely. He was a charming boy. God, engraved in my heart and seal. Don't feel. Put on a show. I do think about him every single day. I told you about this break time in the back area. You actually could make, they would have like beads so you could make bracelets. I never did. I sat there, I watched Spider-Man, and I wrote in my journal. But he did. It would say like fart because it's funny, and he made me, this is the sweetest thing I've ever got, don't laugh. He made me a shark bracelet. And on his last day, he gave me the shark bracelet. He said, here, I want you to have the shark bracelet. If you didn't know who he was before, now you know. And I keep it in my jewelry box. I don't care if it says shark. It's still a little piece of jewelry that he gave me. And I love jewelry. And I love him. Yeah, if we ever meet again, I'm pinning him to the floor and I'm not letting him go. Well, that's it for today's video. If you liked it, which you did, I will take no disagreements. You can just push that button down there. That implies that you do like it. It says like and it's a little thumbs up. I'm sure you're familiar with it. And if you like me as a person for some reason, you can go ahead and subscribe down there. And that's all for today. Here, I'll just give you a little kiss. Bye.